Hi guys, this is the lesson on how to use Notability. Before you begin, I highly recommend that you go to Sycamore. Under your 8th grade homepage, there is a section called Documents, and I've uploaded all the notes so you can follow along. If you can't get into that, then just be, clever and on top of it, and you'll be just fine. So the first thing we're going to do, when you're going to open up your iPad, you're going to see your icon for Notability. You're going to click on it, and it's going to take you to this welcome page. The welcome page has a lot of useful advice. You use 2 fingers to scroll up, and it's going to show you how to basically use the Notability. I'm not going to spend time doing it, but you are. So what you're going to do right now is you're going to put this on hold, put this video on pause, and you're going to go through this basic steps. When you're done, unpause this, and we'll be ready to move on. Excuse me. So put it on pause and get going, and I'll see you in a couple minutes. Okay, so when you're all done, you should be at this page right here. And now I'm going to show you how to use some more aspects of the Notability. When you want to write new notes, you're going to use this little pencil icon. You click on it and you get a blank page. We're going to first start with the typing. Do you notice the icon's on top? The T stands for typing. We're going to click on that until it turns black. So I'm going to type, but there's no keyboard. So I have to double type on my screen and the keyboard shows up. And we just type like normal. Type, type, type. So you're going to right now type a little message to me. Make sure it's charming and sweet. And, click it on there. Cool thing that you can do is you can change fonts. Right here you change the fonts. You can pick them. I really like, there's one right here like called Chalk Duster or something like that. Ooh, look at this one's pretty. I'm going to use that one. Ooh, look at that. Shapes. Look at that. Huh. That's pretty cool. Another thing you can do is you can change the size of your font and the color of your font. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to do at least 3 different fonts. And right here we can change the color. I would like you to change the color and size. So it should look like this. The next thing they have is you can bold things or underline things. Those are really cool. But what I wanted to show you are these hearts right here. These hearts will save your favorite fonts. What you do is you click on the font that you want, and then you click on the heart, and it will save it for you. I've already saved my hearts. So now when I click on the A, when I go to type, it's changed it to Noteworthy, which is a nice font to use. I've got this one. Font. Whoopsie. There we go. So that's pretty cool. It will save your favorite font so you don't have to keep going back. Another cool aspect is it has this little section right here so you can put your notes into traditional note format. Right here we got like a 1A thing. So you give it my little 1. When I hit return, the 2 shows up immediately. So we can just immediately go into doing our notes for science and math and such like that. Okay, so next thing we're going to try is the pencil. So I'm going to click on the pencil right here. And you're going to do that also. Notice my keyboard immediately goes away. And the pencil makes it so that you can take your notes with your finger or with a stylus. So we're going to write on our screen. I want you to write something on your screen also. Yours is probably in black, but if you double tap on the pencil the second time, it'll give you a list of colors and thicknesses. So I can do here, make it blue. Well, isn't that pretty? Oh, isn't it nice? It is. Whoopsie. So I want you to try it a couple times, okay? Another really cool thing about the pencil is that it lets you magnify sections. You'll notice that when I clicked on the pencil, this icon came down here. You click on that little magnifying glass, and it makes it so that you can magnify sections of what you've done. You can make the magnifying section bigger, and you can look around and really look at what you did. Or I guess if you had to like really draw tiny, I don't know. And then you click on the magnifying glass again to make it go away. The next icon is the highlighter, and it does exactly what it sounds like. It highlights things, and again, you double tap on it to change the color and the thickness. So choose a couple colors and a couple thicknesses to try out. Ooh, gray, one of my favorite colors. And then, of course, you have the eraser. It does exactly what it sounds like. It erases. Oops, it won't erase that typing, though. Ha, ha, ha. The scissors are pretty neat. What you can do with the scissors is you click on them, and what you do is you circle an item like this. When I'm done circling it, you'll notice that this goes around right here. When you click on it, it gives you a lot of options. I can style it, cut it, copy it, or delete it. When you hit style, it lets you change what's inside the circle or any part of it. Notice how it's touching a little bit of the W, so it's going to change the W stuff also. So let me change the colors of the things inside. and that. It won't let me change the typing. So let's do something different. So with my scissors, I'm going to, right there, here we go. And then I'll click on that. So I want to style that, so I'm going to change the color. It's pink, or the thickness of it, okay? Another thing it could let me do is I could cut it, and so now it's gone, and then I can copy to paste. I go right here. Oops, why aren't you pasting? There it is. Whew. Okay, or I could just delete the item altogether. The finger is right here is so that you can move the screen without writing on it. If I'm just on the pencil, every time I touch the screen it writes, but if I have it right here I can move it. Another way that you can stay on the pencil and not write on it is to use two fingers. That will move it up and down. Okay, so that's your basic stuff right here. Here's the microphone. Microphone will be really helpful when we have lectures, and you could tap on the microphone and immediately starts recording. You can see how it's recording. It's going to ask you if it can use your microphone. You say, yes, you can. The longest I've had it record is about 10 minutes. I'm not sure how long it can record for. It does take up a lot of space on your iPad, so just be aware of it. When you're done with that, you're going to click on it. Click. Thank you. And this little arrow is going to come down. So what I want you to do is I want you to click on the microphone and record something, a little note to me, be charming. And then we're going to play it back. To play it back, you're going to click on this downward arrow, and all these options are going to kind of come up. Right here, when I play it back, I can play it back at normal speed. Tap on the microphone and immediately starts recording. And then I can make it go faster or slower. And you can see how it's recording. It's going to ask you if it can use your microphone. You say, yes, you can. So if you just want to get through the lecture, whew, and that will take you back, okay? Tap on the microphone and immediately starts recording. You can see it gets slower. Pretty awesome. It's going to ask you if it can use your microphone. Now over here, this little wheelie thing will let you manage your recording. Oh, note replay. This is super important. Right here, note replay, see how it's on? That means that I have recorded this recording into these notes, so that when I go back to go look at these awesome notes, this recording will be already embedded within it. So if you're taking science notes or math notes and you're writing them all out and you're recording stuff at the same time, it will be synced up with your note so you can play it back, okay? If you don't need it to do that, then you click it off. This is super important if you plan to email the notes to yourself or to somebody else. If your friend is going to be absent, make sure you have the note replay on there. When you manage the recordings, right here, it lists all the recordings that you have, and so that if you need to, edit them or erase them, you can do that as well. Okay, so the next cool thing to see are this little plus sign. This is where we can add things. You can add photos that you have in your camera roll. I have only super boring photos in my camera roll. Here is a megaphone, and it's inserting the megaphone. I'm going to move my megaphone over right here, and now I can change things. These little blue dots makes it so I can make it bigger or smaller. I can add a caption to the bottom. Megaphone. Right? Another thing I can do, click on that, oopsie, is I can edit it. So when I edit it, it comes up on this screen, and I can do a whole bunch of different stuff. One of the things that I can do is I can add shapes to it. So right here, it lets me choose shapes. Like here's a little square, and I can put a square right here. Now that square's not very interesting. If I choose the next button right here, it makes it so that I can change the colors and the outside colors of the shapes. So now when I go back to my little shape thing, look at that. So I want you to add a photo to your notes and to add some shapes to it. Right here, we'll make it so that when I write or draw on my picture, how thick it will be. See, it changes that right there. This will crop it. That's just your regular cropping photo. So I'm going to crop it so you only get this section right there. And now I'm all done, and I hit done. And it's going to add it to my note. So you can add photos to your notes. Maybe a photo of the bulletin board or a photo of your charming teacher. I don't know what you're going to add. Another thing underneath the plus sign that's cool is you can take a photo. I'm not going to show you how to do that. It's just like a regular camera, and you add it in. You could add figures. These are just basic shapes, which is helpful for math. Cool thing is web clip. You can click on that and it lets you choose. We're just going to go to Wikipedia because it's bookmarked, and we can get this information about this awesome quagga, an extinct subspecies of the plains zebra. And we're going to take that, and we clicked on it, and we are going to be done right there, and it's added the little quagga for us. And now I can edit my quagga by going back. Let's see, edit. And I can, you know, add shapes to it. I can crop it so I don't get the background of our Wikipedia things. You guys are so smart. I bet you could figure this all out. Let me add our little quagga there. There he is. So I would like you to add something from the internet as well. Okay, the last thing on the plus sign that I want to show you are the sticky notes. You can add sticky notes. Okay, so we're going to add some typing sticky notes. And I could say, I need milk, because I do. And so now I have like a little sticky note of information. Okay, it's not very exciting, but there it is. Okay, so the next cool thing icon is the wrench. And the wrench makes it so that you can change the paper in the background. During the first week of school, I'm going to test you all individually to see what color paper works best for your eyes. And so then we'll be able to choose which one will work best for you. If you're a light blue person or a violet person, if you're, you know, pink. I haven't met a pink yet, but you know, maybe there's one or two of you. And it'll let you have lined paper or how big graph paper you want or what you want to do, okay? Be able to do that. It also has basic help right there. And the last icon up here is to add a second page. So now we can have a clean page of notes that we want to write on. Cool. So that's all the basic stuff up here. Now, this is really neat and could be really helpful. This little arrow right here, and this paper with the arrow coming out. Make it so that you can email your notes to yourself or somebody else. You're all going to have Google Drive that you're going to be using with your Google stuff, so you can email your teachers directly, and we can edit your papers and send them back without having to print them out. But this way you could also use your private email and send your notes. You're going to want to always choose PDF right here. The PDF is great if you want to send it to our printers. All of our iPads are synced up with our printer, so if you want to print out your notes, you would choose this PDF right here, okay? If you want to send your notes to somebody else on their iPad, you're going to want to use RTF or Note. You're going to use Note if it's in the Notability format, what we've been using, especially if you've added recording or photos to it, okay? But don't use the RTF if it has recordings or photos. It doesn't work very well. Okay, so once you do that, you're like, yeah, I want to share these great notes. We're going to email them. And it just comes up with your email, and you can send it to yourself. I'm going to send this to myself. Look how exciting this is. You can actually send me your notes. I'd be so excited. There's nothing more exciting than to get mail from you guys. Yeah. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to show you is how to manage your notes. You look at the little bookshelf thingy on the left here. This is where all your notes are going to end up. And these right here are called unfiled notes, and we're going to actually make a file. I have a math file right here, but I'm going to show you how to make a new file. So you go to the top right here and you hit the plus sign, and you hit create a subject, and I'm going to put, I don't know, literature. Oh, I just heard my email ding. I must have got an awesome email from myself. So now I have a literature file. There's nothing in it. That's why this went blank. So now I'm going to go back to all notes or unfiled notes. This is my unfiled note. To file it, you're going to hold it down. And you're going to drag it over. So now I'm in the literature section and it's there. Okay. See, there it is. Yay. What if I wanted to get rid of notes? Now don't do this because I need to see that you've done your homework. If you want to get rid of a note, you hit edit, you click on it, and then you hit the trash can. Okay? We want to delete it. And we're going to cancel that because I want to have it in there. Okay, so that's your Notability basics. Once again, the notes are on Sycamore if you need them. I expect to see some awesome notes on Wednesday when we get to school, filled with coolness. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.